Trader Joe's extra hot habanero ghost pepper salsa. So I saw this a while ago on a Facebook group or somewhere, I'm not sure. And I thought, well, I was just by a Trader Joe's yesterday afternoon and I thought about it. So I jumped in there and grabbed it. And then while I was in there, of course, I grabbed another bottle of their habanero, their original. Their original habanero hot sauce is to die for, in my opinion. I love it. It's phenomenal stuff. I always grab a bottle when I'm in there if I'm out, right? And I've been out for quite a while. It's not something I'm gonna go. It's the best hot sauce you can find, at most local grocery stores, in my opinion. It's phenomenal. So anyway, I figured let's give this a shot. Trader Joe's extra hot habanero ghost pepper salsa. Ingredients: whole peeled tomatoes and tomato juice, salt, calcium chloride, citric acid, habanero peppers, fire roasted red bell peppers, fire roasted poblano peppers, serrano chili peppers, diced onion, garlic, organic, apple cider vinegar, sea salt, dried yapons peppers, cilantro, smoked ghost pepper powder, black pepper. Okay, so there's a lot of different peppers in there, which I really like, right? You got the serrano, habanero, poblano, but they're not using fresh ghost pepper. That's a bummer. I like the smoked aspect to it though. Smoked ghost pepper powder. So let's see what we got. Let me see. What's the 10 calories? Not bad. I don't even remember how much it was. Like $5-6 maybe for this container. This is 12 ounces. It looks good. Making a mess though. I'm not the best at opening things, I'm just really not. Okay. Let's clean up the hands. We got it all over the place. It's thick. It's chunky. You can see bits and pieces of pepper in there. There's some seeds in there. The consistency for a salsa looks phenomenal. It smells really fresh. The tomato, of course, is just shining through, but you can get a whiff of some heat and some pepper in there. It smells kind of oniony, garlicky. I just want to try some off the spoon, and then we'll try some with some chips. Let's get us a good helping here. It's got a beautiful flavor to it. It's not overly tomato flavor. Obviously, it's a salsa. It's the number one ingredient in it, right? So you can taste the tomato base to it, but that's what you're tasting. It's a base. And then all the other flavors are kind of layering on top of it. Not getting a huge amount of heat right now. What am I go to? See what we're working with the chip. There's a nice bit on there. The saltiness of the chip really enhancing the salsa. I'm excited to put it on some food. It's a little underwhelming with the heat factor. But the more of it that I'm eating, it's building on itself a little bit. I'm picking up a slight burn on the underneath of my tongue, just a little bit. But it's flavorful. And what I'm digging about it the most is that it's not too tomato flavored. You know, it's pureed really nice, still chunky. But, you know, sometimes with certain salsas, you'll get like a diced tomato, like a whole chunk of tomato. Now, I like fresh tomato. I use fresh tomato in a lot of my cooking. I use it on my burgers, not every time, but, you know, on my burgers, I dice them up, put them on my bratwurst. I'll eat just fresh sliced tomato with cottage cheese, things like that. So I love tomato, but I don't like necessarily pureed tomato, right? Like, I'm just not a big fan of it in that way. Now, salsa is a lot of tomato. I get it. This particular one, however, while you can taste the tomato, all those other flavors just really come in. And like I said, I haven't gotten one single just big chunk of tomato. And so I like that. I don't like big chunks of tomato in my salsa because then it's just too tomatoey, right? This just has a baseline tomato flavor, and then you can really just taste some of those other ingredients. Now, the thing is, though, is I can't pinpoint that I'm tasting any in particular pepper, you know, because the black pepper, diced onion, cilantro, and I was looking, is there garlic in this? Did we talk about it? Yeah, and garlic. You know, all of those things are the depths of flavors that you're getting. But I can't pinpoint exactly like, ooh, that's the flavor of a jalapeno. Ooh, that's the flavor. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's blended really nicely. But again, I can see chunks of pepper in there, and I like that. It's one of the better salsas I've had from like a national grocery store type of thing. I'm trying to remember. You remember when Pace came out with the ghost pepper salsa? From my recollection of that, and I haven't had that in a long time, I still have some in the fridge. Yeah. So this is giving me a little bit of burn, a little bit of heat, and it's all underneath the tongue. On the underneath part of the tongue, but also in the gum line on the under part of the tongue there. And a little bit on the tip of the tongue, just a little bit. Nothing going on in the throat. But it's phenomenal. I like it. I'd recommend it. If you have a Trader Joe's next to you, it's worth the price point. Again, I remember, I think it was $5-6. It's a good amount of salsa. I think it's worth the money. Trying to remember with that paste ghost pepper salsa, which one's hotter. I think this is a little bit warmer. It's more of a true pepper flavored burn, if you will, with this salsa than the paste one. And this one tastes fresher. So for, you know, local, national type grocery store salsa, it might be the best one I've ever had. Now, there's the other one out there, not Melinda's. Shoot, I can't think of the name of it. But those are pretty good too. The other ones I'm thinking of. Anyway, I'm happy with it. If you got it, like I said, if you got a Trader Joe's, swing by, grab some. It's got enough spice in it where somebody that's not accustomed to heavy spice and doesn't eat hot sauce, peppers, salsas, just, you know, hot things with pretty much every meal, and they just kind of dabble here and there and they like it from time to time, this will be pretty warm for you. It'll give you a nice warmth though. For the heavier hardcore chili heads, not too much. You know, I could probably just eat this entire thing. It'd be a lot of salsa and a lot of chips or whatever. And by the end of it, my nose would start running. I'd get a little bit of some sweats coming probably, because it does build on itself a little bit with each bite and each intake of it, but it doesn't linger. You know what I'm saying? So now, right now that I'm talking, I haven't taken a bite in the last maybe minute, 2 minutes of the video. While I can still feel it a little bit, it's drastically come down from where it was. So the more you eat and the faster you're eating it, it's building on itself a little bit, but it doesn't take long for it to kind of dissipate and even out and become a much milder spice level. So anyways, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for burning with me.